Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. It is so rocking to be with you. You guys are the best. I want to give a big shout out and say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. We had such a good time. It was messages from the spirit world. And in that video, I showed you the new Gucci bag who's come to live with me. This is Guccina, Gigi's little sister. And anyways, I told you guys I'd give you a tour of my bag today. So we're going to do that. And we're going to talk about bag magic as well. And, I got to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who've also been coming out for private readings. My schedule's been really busy. So if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, send me an email at readings@robert-hickman.com. and we'll get you on the schedule, all right? So I am so glad you guys are here. You're rocking. Well, let me tell you here, as many of you know, I am a fan of Gucci. By the way, I'm wearing my Gucci t-shirt, and, I forgot to put it on here. This is my Gucci charm. I was wearing this earlier today. I took it off because I kept getting tangled while I was fixing stuff for the video here. But this is my Gucci charm. This is an actual Gucci tag pull. It's a zipper pull from way back in the 1980s. And anyway, so I'm wearing that as a charm. And I want to tell you about my Gucci bag. Now, this Gucci bag is a vintage bag. It's old. It goes back to around 1984, 85. So it's really vintage, but it's in great condition. Her person who owned it really never hardly took it out of the dust bag. And so I've got it in very good condition. And let me show you here. I'll just give you a little tour here. I got to actually take out the insides. If you like to collect bags, one of the things I would advise is try to get some bubble wrap and keep it in your bag, because that will help preserve the shape of the bag. So I put a bunch of bubble wrap in here, which I'm going to take out now. But this definitely helps to preserve the shape of the bag. This bag is made of leather and canvas. And the beautiful thing is, it's hard to see here in this video, but the inside is in excellent condition. A lot of Gucci bags after 30, 40 years start to age, but this one was hardly used, and it's got a perfectly pristine leather interior. It's got the tag in here and the serial number. It's got a zipper. It's hard to show you guys the inside, but it's got a zipper up here. Let's see if I can open it here. There it is. It's got an inner pocket that's literally never been used. And so this is a really great bag. I love Gucci. Back when I was a teenager, I used to love to go to Gucci and to Louis Vuitton. And, back when I was younger, I couldn't afford these bags. And, when I actually got old enough to want to buy them, they stopped making the style that I wanted. Well, the wonderful world is, there's now vintage resellers who sell these. And so I got an original one from the 1980s, like I dreamed of having back in the day. And now I actually have one. So it's really exciting for me. And anyways, in my previous video on bags, I talked about bag charms. And I already charmed this bag up. You can see I've got a little, this is actually cool. It was a pendant that I bought. It was a guitar pick with a pentacle. And it looks really cool. And I like this because it's green colored and it matches the green here. This is the famous Gucci stripe, the red and green stripe. And so I thought, I want a charm that kind of brings out those colors. So I had this and I thought, wow, what a great charm. So I blessed it the other night and stuck it on my bag. So I got my little pentacle. Now, some of you may say, well, Bob, I like that, but I can't really go out and bring charms in public. I have to be real low-key, especially at my work. If I go in with a Gucci bag with a pentacle, it's all over for my job. And you know what? I hear you. So I want to talk today about kind of some secret magical ways that you can use your bag as a magical tool and be blessed in the process, okay? One of the things I would encourage you is when you get a bag, either whether it's new or whether it's old, is purify it with incense. Now, I started some incense going here, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but I love incense. And this is a frankincense incense. So I've got that going. That's a purifying incense. And what I'm going to do here is I just like to pass my bag through the incense, just gently. You don't have to get it over smoky. let that incense purify. Now, I don't mind the smell of incense, so I'm going to actually open my bag and let the incense go inside it as well. So I'm going to waft it inside the bag, in and out. And as I do that, I want to visualize light streaming into the bag and purifying it and empowering it. And if you do that, that's one way to raise the vibration. You know, meditate, visualize light, invoke your divine gods. Like I love the goddess Isis, so I invoke goddess Isis to purify and bless this bag. And if you consecrate your incense, actually, that's what you probably should do first, is consecrate your incense at your altar so that the smoke is now holy and purified. So actually, I did already consecrate this incense to Isis. And as I do this, I invoke Isis. And it purifies my bag. Isn't that a wonderful way to do simple magic? So even if you can't put a charm on your bag, you can use incense, and that will be a powerful aid to strengthening and making your bag spiritually aligned. Now, the other thing you can do is I like to use holy water to anoint things. And now if you have a good fine leather bag, you might want to just do very lightly so you don't damage the leather. This has a canvas coating, so it's pretty waterproof. So I actually made up some holy water earlier. I have a bowl here. Isn't this a beautiful? My mother gave me this. This is an antique crystal bowl. Isn't that beautiful? And I put holy water in it. And if you don't know how to make holy water, I have a video. I'll put a link below so you can see my holy water video. I'll teach you how to make holy water. But I made up this holy water earlier. And I'm just going to take my finger in it and dip it. And then what I like to do is, you know, look at your bag here. Most bags have corners on them. Now this bag, if you look, it has 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could think of that as the cardinal directions. And so taking our holy water, we can just anoint each corner of the bag and say north, south, east, west. Now this bag will be blessed. I'm going to do that again. North, south, east, west. Now this bag will be blessed. And if you're really feeling ambitious, you can also trace the pentagram on your bag. So I like to do it on the side that faces out. Now this bag, I guess you could carry it on either side, but really that's kind of the front of the bag with the decoration. So taking your holy water, you can also, if you can do it on a bag, trace the sign of the pentacle and say, here this pentacle I lay for protection now by night, by day. And just anoint that with a little holy water. You can brush off the extra. And again, you can also pass it through the incense again to purify and strengthen your bag. Now, the other thing that you want to think about is, and of course, as you do that, also I want to encourage you, visualize a pentacle in glowing light as you do that. And as you do the corners, visualize the power of the elements coming in and blessing your bag, okay? And again, as I said, just use a very tiny bit. You don't need a lot. The power in this holy water is very strong and it will do the trick, okay? Now, one of the other things is I want you to think about your bag in terms of being a traveling temple, okay? So inside your temple, it's your sacred space. And your favorite bag can be a place of sacred space. And so what are some things you can do to help bring sacred space to your bag? Well, one of them is you could carry a ritual tool in your bag. In my case, I'm going to carry a wand. I have a little wand here. Isn't this pretty little sparkly purple wand? And that actually fits in my bag. And look at that. Just drop it down in. I can carry it inside my bag. It won't hurt anything, and nobody's none the wiser. So there you go, okay? So I put the wand down in my bag, if you can see it there. Okay, and it just sits comfortably in there. That's a consecrated tool. Now, if you say, well, Bob, my wand's too large, make your own one. Go find a smaller stick, or better yet, get a dowel rod and consecrate and make it your wand. Carry it in your bag. And then if you're at some place and you need some magical power, you've got your wand and it's in your consecrated bag. So you're starting a small miniature temple to travel with you. Okay, what else can we do if we want to have some magic and bring that with us. Well, how about this? You could get a little piece of parchment and write a little spell on it, okay? Now, so here I made a little spell I put on the bag, and it says, spirits of power, spirits of might, protect this bag and its owner by day and night. See? So you could do a little charm, and then you can just roll it up. You see, just roll it up and do be a little scroll, and you can put a little piece of band around or ribbon. You have a little magical scroll. And what you can do is, now as you know, inside my bag I've got this pocket. I can just tuck that scroll down in my pocket, and there it is. I am traveling with a little magic spell. Real simple, but very effective and very traditional witchcraft, might I add. Okay, now, other things you can do as well is, I'm a big believer in the runes. I believe that the runes have magical power, and you can call on them. And I won't go through the whole runes today because it's a lot of stuff. But one rune that carries power, it's one of my favorites, is the rune algiz. So you might want to find a set of rune stones. If you're like me, you have a few sets of rune stones, and some you don't really read with. Find an old set or a half, broken set, a set that doesn't have a lot, might be missing pieces. Find your favorite rune if you can, and then consecrate that also. Invoke its power. Like here we would say, power of algiz, bless us now, protect us now. We invoke the power of algiz. And then you can take that rune and again, drop it down in your pocket, and it's traveling in your bag with you, okay? Now, there are other things you can also do as well, is if you're feeling really ambitious, which some of us are, you can even get a giant pentacle. Now here's a larger pentacle. And this is nice. This is a Christmas ornament actually, but it's the 5-pointed star. It's done in silver, which is traditional Wiccan. You could either, if you want to, carry that on your bag, or just lay it down in your pocket, or this one's a flat one. It can just go down in the bottom of my bag and ain't nothing gonna happen. And so I can leave that pentacle down in my bag. Oops, it's sliding around here. But as you can see, I got that pentacle inside my bag, along with my wand. Just carry that with you. It's not taking up any room, and you will always be carrying another charm with you. Or if you wanted to, if you want to carry something a little more discreet, you could get a small pentacle, such as this one that's done in pewter or silver, and again, put it in your charm pocket. So you see, there are a lot of ways that you can do magic with your bag, and if you don't want to put a charm on it outside, put your magic inside and it'll go with you. And then your magic bag is your sacred temple. Guys, I hope this has been a little help to you. I always say magic dwells where you want it to dwell. So if you make your little bag your temple, your magic is with you. Okay? Anyways, want to come here on Wiccan Wednesday, share those thoughts with you. I hope you, enjoyed this. I hope it's of some help to you. And I want to say thank you to all of you who welcomed Guccina into my family of bags. I am a Gucci addict. Well, what can I say? I work hard. I'm allowed to have a little fun, right? Psychic Bob can have a few luxuries, okay? At my age, I don't have a lot of years, so, I'm a lot older than most people realize. So I'm at the age I can have a little fun. You guys are the best. I love you. Listen, thanks for being here. Listen, tell me in the box below if you have any ideas of more magical charms for my bag, or maybe you have a magical charm that you work with your bag. I'd love to hear about it. So put comments in the box below. Share with me your magical bag charm ideas. And tell me, have you ever consecrated a bag that you carry every day? I'd love to hear about that. But you guys are the best. Listen, keep it here. We got more coming tomorrow. Tomorrow is Zodiac Thursday. And so we're going to have a fascinating discussion of what's going on in the astrology, so you want to be here tomorrow. In the meantime, please help Psychic Bob out. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, and if you can, hit subscribe, be part of our channel. Also, where'd I put it? If you get a chance, stop over to my website as well. Check that out at robert-hickman.com. I've got wonderful books you can also pick up, great for summertime reading. Mother's Day is coming. You might want to bid some presents, or buy some birthday gifts. Get you something for yourself. My latest book is Psychic Bob's Book of Wit and Wisdom. Check that out. And a lot of you have been asking about my spirit guide, Rose. This is my book called Messages from Rose. It's about her. Both of those are available and other books over at my website at robert-hickman.com. Links below. But you guys are best. Thanks for being here. I love you. Listen, I'll see you back here tomorrow for Zodiac Thursday. But until then, may you always blessed be.